Hello, guys. Welcome to Agriclarity, a sister channel of Clarity for Sure. And I welcome you all to today's session where we will be discussing about horticulture questions. So, this is the first part of the revision MCQ series related to horticulture. We'll have more such sessions related to horticulture, and till exam, we'll have a lot of sections from the different subjects for your revision. Okay, so without a further ado, let's begin with today's session. So the first question from today's session will be the most distinct and serious symptoms include appearance of a sticky bitter yellow latex that can contaminate the edible fruit pulp. This disorder is caused by rupture in the plant resin canals and is most commonly seen in mangosteen of fruits. So the key points are what? Number one is this one, sticky bitter yellow latex. Number two is this one, wherein it is caused by rupture in the plant's resin canals and most commonly seen in mangosteen, right? So if you just see this one, that sticky bitter latex, yellow latex, so from this only you can eliminate the options, right? It cannot be fruit rot, it cannot be canker, it can be gamboge, right? Because gamboge or gummosis, there is oozation of or exudation of latex. Then wilt it cannot be, and it cannot be necrosis as well. So correct answer for this question would be gamboge. So gamboge of mangosteen is yellow exudation of gum on the fruits. It is caused by heavy rainfall. So if you talk about mangosteen, Garcinia mangostana belongs to the family Clusiaceae, is a native of Southeast Asia and is considered to be the queen of tropical fruits. So from one question, we'll try to discuss as many things as we can. Okay, so that it will be a revision, overall revision for all of you. Coming to question number two, consider the following statements about fruits. Statement A says the edible portion of peach is the endocarp and fruit type is drupe. Bracts, perianth, and seeds are edible portion of pineapple. Fruit type of date palm is a drupe. So if you see what you have to find out, incorrect statements. So in this statement number B, if you see closely, the seeds and pineapple. So automatically you can eliminate, you can say that statement B is incorrect. So accordingly, which are the options that can be probable answers? A, B, and D. Sorry. So, so automatically your option number C and option number E are eliminated. Then if you see the edible portion of peach is endocarp and the fruit type is drupe. Okay, and the fruit type of date palm is also drupe. So a video related to the fruit type and edible portion, I have beautifully put it up, okay, with uh, um, optimum explanations, okay, regarding fruit type and edible portion. I've discussed in brief about most of the things there which are important from exam point of view. So the link for the said uh, video, okay, it is there in the description. Please go through that video so that these things will be clear for you. This endocarp, droop, all these things will be clear to you. So if you have already watched that video, then this answer will be a cakewalk, right? So you know that the fruit type of date palm is not droop, right? So the answer to this question will be option number D, that is all of the above. All the three statements are wrong. So why statement A is wrong? Because the edible portion of peach is mesocarp and the fruit type is drupe. That part is correct, but edible portion of peach is mesocarp. Then statement B is wrong because bracts, perianth, and seeds are the edible portion of jackfruit and not pineapple, right? Because obviously seeds are there, seeds are not present in pineapple. Then statement number C is wrong because the fruit type of date palm is single-seeded berry. Done. Let's move to next question. Question number 3. This is a grafting or budding technique where a single shield-shaped bud from a desired variety is inserted into a T-shaped cut on the rootstock. Which of the following crops is propagated by this method of propagation? So if you see terminologies like shield, right here you see shield-shaped bud, then this one T-shaped cut on the rootstock. So automatically you know we are talking about what? Tea budding, right? By these two very words, you know that we are talking about tea budding because tea budding is also known as shield budding, right? Now they are asking here which of the following crops are propagated by this method of propagation. So first option, citrus, rose, pineapple, pear. So pineapple, because of the presence of pineapple, this option will be wrong. Then B is peach, plum, citrus, pear. Yes, all of these fruits are propagated by tea budding. Then let's move to C. Guava, bale, banana, lychee. Again, banana. Because of the presence of one fruit crop, this can be eliminated. Next, option number D, citrus, lychee, custard apple, and avocado. So, lychee generally tea budding is not performed in lychee. Okay, and even in avocado also, it is mainly propagated by seeds, isn't it? So next, although grafting budding can be done, but not commonly done or not commercially done. Then if you see option number E, tea, cashew, mangosteen, and citrus. So tea, if you see, it is mainly by what? By your stem cuttings, right? Tea is mainly propagated by stem cuttings. So we can eliminate this E also. So most suitable answer would be your option number B, right? So the answer to this question is indeed option number B. Tea budding is the grafting budding technique where a single shield-shaped bud from a desired variety is inserted into T-shaped cut on the rootstock. So which are the fruit crops which are propagated by tea budding like peach, plum, citrus, pear, pear, almond, amla, apricot, etc. Right? Let's move to question number 4. Young fruit trees are directed into desired shape and form. This practice is started from nursery stage of the plant as it is essential for proper tree development. It helps in proper distribution of branches, making cultural practices easy to perform, and proper inception of sunlight in all the parts of the plant. So identify the cultural operation or the cultural practice. So first thing you will see that trees are directed into desired shape and form. So from this very four words, a rough idea, you'll have a rough idea which cultural operation we're talking about. Again, it is said that it is started from the nursery stage only for proper tree development, for proper distribution of the branches, cultural practices, easy to perform, proper inception of sunlight. So all these points indicate towards what? Training, right? All these training, because from the first line only you should be able to recognize that they are talking here about training. So option number B is correct, that is training. Training is the practice of directing tree growth into desired shape and form. It helps in proper distribution of branches, making cultural practices easy to perform, and proper inception of sunlight in all the parts of the plant. Pruning is the practice of removal of undesirable and unproductive parts of the plant to maintain its optimum vigor, health, and productivity. So in this way, you can say that sometimes the questions may also come in this kind, okay, in descriptive form, where you'll have to recognize the practice or the variety or the disorder or the fruit crop, okay. So in that way, you will have to find out in such kind of questions, we'll have to find out the keywords. Okay, so from one or two words only, you will be able to recognize the answer from the options. So you have to be very vigilant while answering such kind of questions. Okay, and IBPS have started asking not direct questions, rather indirect questions like this. Okay, so you should be mentally prepared also that we may come across this kind of questions in the mains of IBPS AFO 2025. Simple things are made difficult nowadays, right? Let's move to question number 5. A farmer cultivates tropical fruit X, which is best suited in the coastal climate. It is commercially propagated by vegetative methods like air layering, gutti layering, grafting, etc. So when we read up to here, tropical fruit commercially propagated by vegetative methods, somewhere it feels like maybe guava, because this is given, gutti layering is given, air layering is given. So yes, we do these things in guava. But let's read even further, right? Innerching is done by using rayon as rootstock. See, very specific point is given, like innerching is done by using rayon as rootstock. Next is what is given. Let's see. The farmer harvests matured fruits when they are dull brown in color. So obviously it's not guava, because guava is not harvested when it is dull brown in color. So this is about the maturity index of the crop is given, right? Dull brown in color, dried spines like stigma at the tip of the fruit falls off. So we'll have to identify the fruit. So see, even if the initial statements do not give you an idea regarding what can be the answer, but last point regarding the maturity indices, this should make you clear that which should be the answer. Okay, see, it is not jackfruit. Okay, because if it would have been jackfruit, then there would have been a statement regarding what the maturity indices, smell, dull sound, right? Guava, absolutely not. right? Then apple also, there is no such things like tea stage and all these things are not there. Then sapota. And lastly, let's say pomegranate. So pomegranate also, stigma at the tip of the fruit falls off can be correct, but it is not dull brown in color when at maturity, right? So that doesn't reciprocate with pomegranate. So answer should be what? Sapota. So did you get it? How we are trying to eliminate the answers? Okay. So hence what we will say that option D is the correct answer. So Sapota, Menilcara zapota or Acrus zapota, scientific name, belonging to the family of Sapotaceae, is a tropical fruit. It's a hardy tree. What are the varieties of Sapota? Kalipatti, Pala, Baramasi, cricket ball, Kirti ball, etc. And Sapota starts bearing from the third year after planting, but from fifth year for commercial production. It takes 4 months from flowering to fruiting. So this point is also very important that Sapota takes 4 months from flowering to fruiting. Let's move to the next question. Consider the following facts about mango fruit and answer the incorrect one. So again, we'll try to go with the uh, options, try to find out the key points. Okay. Mango inflorescence contains male and hermaphrodite flowers. Mango fruit contains highest vitamin A content. Chausa is an off-season variety of mango. Amrapali is used for high density planting and peclobutrazole is used to prevent alternate bearing. So very clearly it is seen that option C will be the correct answer because Chausa is not an off-season variety of mango, rather alternate bearing variety of mango, right? So if we talk about mango, scientific name Mangifera indica, a family and Acadeaceae, it originated in the Indo-Burma region. The varieties which are suitable for high-density planting are Amrapali, which have a spacing of 2.5 into 2.5 meters. The Sherry 2.5 into 3 meters. This is the spacing is adopted when we go for planting Amrapali and the Sherry. Off-season varieties of mango are Neelam, Rumani, Niranjan, and Madhulika. The varieties which are affected by alternate bearing are Chausa, Langra, and you know that this alternate bearing varieties are the North Indian varieties, right? And South Indian varieties like Bappakai and all, they are Banganpalli and all. So they are regular bearers. Then fruit type of mango is drupe and the edible portion is mesocarp. So next, let us see about this question, question number 7. Which of the following pairs is correctly matched? So first one is given regarding girdling. Removal of 2 to 3 millimeter strip of bark around the stem. Ringing is the complete removal of ring of bark. Skirting is the removal of water sprouts. And lastly, we have disbudding, which is removal of the extra buds or unopened buds from the plant. So if you see which is correctly matched, so disbudding is obviously correctly matched, ringing is obviously correctly matched. So 2 and 4 has to be there in the option, right? So if you see option number A, only 1 and 4 is there. So this is wrong. Option number B, only 2 and 3. This will be wrong. Option number C, 1, 3 and 4. So but there is no 2. So there will be wrong. Option number D, 1 to 4. This should be the correct answer. And even if you see option number E, 1, 2, 3, 4. So only D and E, there is a possibility that they will be the answer. Now let's confirm. Statement 1, girdling, removal of 2 to 3 millimeter strip of barks around the stem. This is also correct statement, so 1 will obviously come. Now statement 3, skirting, removal of water sprouts. This is a wrong statement, so therefore answer to this question is option number D. Skirting is the removal of low hanging branches of trees. Okay, it's not of water sprouts, rather low hanging branches of trees. Smudging is the practice, another practice of that is performed in horticultural crops is smudging. So it is the practice of smoking under the trees. Nicking is the partial ringing of bark, and de-shooting is the removal of excess and unwanted or unproductive branches or shoots from the plant. So from one question, we have seen so many cultural practices in horticultural crops. Moving to the next question, which of the following statements about guava is or are correct? The inflorescence of guava is racemose and the fruit type is berry. Next, statement number 2, the guava is strained in open center. Then, uh, statement number 3, it says that it takes 130 to 150 days from flowering to harvest maturity. Statement number 4, Ambe Bahar fruits are most preferred because of their high quality. So, which is the correct statement? So, you can say that first thing, is correct, 2 is correct, and even 3 is correct. So, either it will be option number C or it will be option number E. If you see for option number E, the statement 1, the inflorescence of guava is racemose and the fruit type is berry. Fruit type is correct, but guava inflorescence is cyme and not racemose. So therefore, option number C will be the correct answer. So, guava scientific name is Pseudium guajava, Myrtaceae family. Let us see some of the facts related to guava. The inflorescence type of guava is cyme and the fruit is multiseeded berry. Originated in Peru, this crop is highly sensitive to waterlogging frost but it is resistant to drought. Bahar treatment or crop regulation is done in guava to produce optimum and high quality fruits during winter season. Hence, Mrig Bahar is most preferred, whereas the Ambe Bahar fruits are rainy season crops. Guava is propagated commercially by air layering, stooling, etc. And the important varieties of guava are Lucknow 49, Allahabad Safeda, Behad Coconut, Arka Midula, etc. Then question number 9. Which of the following disorders are caused by boron deficiency? Hen and chick disease in grapes, internal necrosis in mango, bitter pit in apple, A and B, all of the above. So you see hen and chick disease in grapes is obviously by boron, internal necrosis and bitter pit in apple. So you may be confused that bitter pit in apple is caused by boron, but no, it is caused by calcium deficiency. Therefore, answer to this question is option number D. So boron deficiency are hen and chick disease and internal necrosis of mango. So if you say about boron, what are the deficiency symptoms in boron? Typically, it appears on younger and new growth because boron is immobile in nature in plants. So therefore, young and new growth are most affected. The symptoms include discolored leaves, deformed shapes, appearance of necrotic, dark brown, dead spots, growth becomes stunted, stem is brittle, dying buds or failure to fruit and flower. Right? So these are the common symptoms of boron deficiency. The common disorders are what? Hen and chick in grapes, water core in apple, and not bitter pit in apple. Bitter pit in apple is due to calcium deficiency. Then fruit cracking in pomegranate, internal necrosis in mango, fruit necrosis in eola. So generally this necrosis and cracking type of things of fruits, it is majorly associated with boron. And when we say cracking, necrosis is mainly associated with boron. When we say cracking, it is associated either with boron or with calcium, usually. Okay, usually. So you can just remember in that way. Then bitter pit in apple is caused by calcium deficiency, as I've already told you. Let's move to the next question. Question number 10. Plant hormones or phytohormones are signal molecules produced within the plant in extreme low concentrations to regulate and promote the growth and development in plants. Among the different endogenous hormones produced by plants, one such hormone typically stimulates cell elongation and was the first major naturally occurring hormones discovered in plants. So, which of the following is the precursor of the said hormone? So, first of all, you will have to recognize which hormone are we talking about. So, from this very statement, the first major naturally occurring hormones discovered in plants, you know it is what? It is auxin, right? So, now you will have to say what is the precursor of auxin. So, the answer to this question will be option number C, that is tryptophan. Phytohormones identified into five major classes: auxin, cytokinin, gibberellic acid, then ethylene and abscisic acid. And research has also further identified brasinosteroids, jasminoids, salicylic acid, and strigalactones as the other major hormones in plants. Next question. Choose the option which best describes the purpose of pruning in horticultural plants. So again, we'll have to identify the thing from the options. Okay. To give the, so we have to find out the purpose of pruning. So first option says to give the plant the desired shape and form. So already we have seen when we say shape and form, it is related to training and not pruning. To maintain the balance between vegetative and reproductive parts of the plant, absolutely purpose of pruning. To remove the diseased and off-type plants, parts of the plant, this is also a purpose of pruning. Therefore, answer will be what? Both B and C. So pruning is the art and science of removal of the undesirable parts of the plant to improve its vigor and maintain optimum balance between vegetative and reproductive parts, whereas training is the practice in which the tree growth is directed to give a desired shape and form. So for today, these are the number of questions. So from one question, we have tried to relate the crop, we have tried to relate the concept. So in this way, we'll come up with some other sessions. Till then, keep on revising, keep on learning because you still have time. You can ace this exam this year very well. Thank you. That's all.